You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Yeah, good day, my good listeners. Well, on a quick one, there are so many negative things to be said about our politicians or Nigerians in general, especially politicians and the highlight, in this present dispensation. As they are involved in so many scandals and fraudulent, activities. You understand? From the head. While they would say maybe the youth are the ones, giving the Nigerian a bad name in diaspora or in international view. But as it is, I'll be reading which says Nigeria's former CJN governors, pastors. They are all named in Pandora papers for scandal, fraudulent act. When it comes to scandals, you should know that the forge paper, diverting some assets and some funds into whichever company and changing figures, and that is what it means. It means rather, yes, a number of high-profile persons in Nigeria rather have been named in the Pandora paper scandal for flouting extant laws and legislations as they hide these assets. Premium Times has reported. Yeah, there are so many assets that they've been hiding. That's why Nigeria is just the way it is. Because if we want to go by the standard of international law, because I believe International Criminal Court is going to still, arrest so many people come 2023. You understand? But if we are to go by international law standard, we should have, developed more than this. This because we adopted a democracy from the United States, and it wasn't the United States that colonized us. It was the British who colonized us, and that should make us to practice the parliamentary system of governance. Even at the democracy, we are still fumbling and doing all sorts of negativity, and that's why our economy has been subsided. Especially when we are at the present now, the Buhari administration has not really helped Nigerians or Nigeria in its own. So we are living in our shell. We are living in our shadows in Nigeria. Pandora Papers investigation involving some 600 journalists from media, including the Washington Post, the BBC, the Guardian, and Nigeria's Premium Times, is based on the leak of some 11.9 million documents from 14 financial services companies around the world. In all, there are 336 politicians listed in the document, according to the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, ICIJ, which published the Earth-shaking papers on Sunday. The document contains some Nigerian politicians. Premium Times said contents of the document will reveal how some of the most influential Nigerians, a former Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, current and former state governors, governors and former state governors. I hope you are listening. Past and present lawmakers, business people, a popular pastor, and many others. They set up shell companies and sometimes warehouse huge financial assets in notorious secrecy jurisdiction. That is what it is. They may not want to call it fraud. They may not want to call it scandal, but as it is, they are involved in money laundering, fraud, stealing, scandal. So many things so many atrocities you can call around crime, because they are all criminal as it is. The first series published on Monday said former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi of keeping secret assets he did not declare through Nigeria's Code of Conduct Bureau, which is CCB. In 2010, more than 4 years after Obi became a governor, Obi reportedly set up his first discreet company in the British Virgin Islands and named the company Gabrielia Investment Limited after his daughter. Premium Times reports that Obi contracted Assets International, a secrecy enabler in Monaco, France, to help him incorporate an offshore entity in one of the world's most notorious tax havens, noted for providing conduit for the wealthy and privileged corrupt political elites to eat stolen cash. Hope you are listening. stolen cash. So, according to Premium Times, reported that Obi contracted Access International, a secrecy enabler in Monaco, France, to help him incorporate an offshore entity. And meanwhile, in 2010, more than 4 years after Obi became governor, Peter Obi reportedly set up his first discrete company in British Virgin Island and named the company after his daughter Gabriella Investment Limited. So you have heard that part. Well, according to the newspaper, Obi also paid Access International to provide nominee directors for the company. These directors are residents of tax havens paid to sit on boards of companies to hide the identities of real owners of offshore firms. Access International officials who reportedly took brief from Obi or his representatives headed to the British Virgin Islands, where they contracted a local registered agent, Harleman Cordero Galindo, and their lead trust, BVI Limited, Alcogal, to set up Gabriela Investment Limited for the former governor. Obi, however, claimed he could not have made such a declaration on assets he co-owned with others. And meanwhile, it's Peter Obi's company and assets. So he's telling we Nigerians, gullible Nigerians, that there is no way he would have declared his assets on a normal code of conduct, because the asset is not owned by him alone. That there is no way he would, expose such, or would want to declare asset he co-owned with others. That's what came out. But I don't declare what is owned with others. That's what Obi has just said. If my family owns something, I won't declare it. I didn't declare anything I jointly owed with anyone. Obi told Premium Times that if it was supposed to be Obi, he would have declared it. But in a nutshell, he has, really put us on a scale. We don't know, maybe 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000. Well, you can puzzle it. Elsewhere in Africa, Kenya President Uhuru Kenyatta is alleged to secretly own a network of offshore companies. Can you see what is really wrong with these Africans, especially Nigerians? Nigerians are too corrupt. Well, Kenyatta, however, said the league will enhance financial transparency and opens we require in Kenya and around the globe. In total, the ICIJ found links between almost 1,000 companies in offshore havens and 336 high-level politicians and public officials, including more than a dozen serving heads of state and government, country leaders, cabinet ministers, ambassadors, and others. Well, in this article, I am really it's not like I'm shocked, but I'm still shocked by this, because this is another strategy. Now you want to float a company with public funds, with Nigerian money, with public funds in Nigeria. So you would rather, prepare a document, showing that you co-own that company with somebody, maybe someone outside the country. That's bribery and corruption. Definitely, the person you are putting his name on a co-owned business will be settled, or will be bribed, or will be compensated. Yes, which is true. Now, where do we go from here? Because I don't really trust Buhari. Buhari said he declared his assets, this, that, and all that. He only had 100 cows. He only had just 2 buildings. He's living in a rented apartment or whichever. That's blasphemy, bullshit. Well, this is where I'm going to, draw the coffin. I would like you to, share your views in the comment section. Let's see how your reactions will be.